What's up, E? Summer's in full effect. What do you think? What do you think, kid? As usual, I have a great story from my summer vacation. So hit the intro.
Welcome to the Where's the Focus podcast. WTF is an entertaining yet educational ride with top guests from every industry. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. Hosted by top-selling author, sought-after speaker, leading coach, and high-level executive in the financial industry, Daniel Manginelli. So, WTF.
WTF. Welcome back to the Where's the Focus podcast. You're going to want to subscribe to this beauty after I'm done today. This is also a great one to share with your friends because they probably feel the same way I do sometimes. So have any of you out there ever heard of the Bluebird Cafe? Not Bluebird Cafe, E. Anybody ever heard of the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, Tennessee? It's a spot where you go to hear singers and songwriters perform, and they're huge stars that have performed there, and the list just is too long to go through. And so my summer vacation story, I was at the Sundance Resort, who hosts the Bluebird singer-songwriter concert. They've been doing it for 25 years. And I had a chance to hang out with the artists. And if you missed my bonus track, which is before this one, you've got to go back and watch it. It's really special. You get to meet the artists, and I talk to them, and there's some great footage from the concert, so you're going to want to watch that. But my story is a little bit different. The day that we were going to leave after the 2-day concert that was there, I was at breakfast with some of the artists, and we were talking, and it was the last day. I was a little tired, and it was morning. People were catching their flights out. And my beautiful wife was telling a story on the hike, because the Sundance Resort has beautiful hikes. It's the Sundance Resort. It's Robert Redford started it, and it's where the Sundance Film Festival used to be. So there's beautiful hikes. And we went on a hike the day before, and she was telling, and other activities that I do, she was telling everybody there that, that I just have to win. I just have to win. Every time we go on a hike, or I go paddleboarding, or we go on a kayak, he's got to just win. It's ridiculous. I don't even like going with him because he feels like he's got to win. And she's saying that, she just looked over and said, it's not all a competition. Though I do believe that on a hike or other activities we do, it's not. But you know what? I followed that by saying to everybody at the table, life is a competition. Life's a competition. And I looked around the table, and there was a lot of people rolling their eyes, and I could hear their inner voice saying, like, oh man, there he goes. There he goes again. He's going to do this motivational, this whole thing. So as everyone at the table was ready for me to say something like, if you're not first, you're last, or winning is everything, they were in for a surprise. So again, I said, life's not a competition. And let me explain to everybody here who's rolling their eyes and believes that I'm going to come up with some big slogan. Life's not a competition with others, not a competition with your parents or your friends, but it's with yourself and your abilities. To compete at anything, you have to prepare. And if you don't prepare or stop trying your hardest, you lose interest because you're not playing at your highest level to win. Followed by, I always say the same thing. If you're going to do something, why not do it great? You're there. If you're at the gym, why not do it great? You're there. So I further explained, I know I'm not wired right, but this concept has influenced my life and essentially changed how I approach my goals and my challenges. It's the idea that everything in life is a competition, not with others, but with ourselves. And when we hear the word competition, like everybody at the table, your minds often go to jumps to a sports event, games that you play, direct confrontations you have. We think about outperforming others and coming out on top. But true competition isn't about being better than others. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Imagine if you were running a race, and instead of looking at the person ahead of you or the person behind you, you focus solely on your own strides, your own pace, your own breathing. In life, setting personal benchmarks rather than comparing ourselves to others allows us to grow in a healthy way. We begin to see progress not only measuring the being better than someone else, but as measuring it of how much you can improve personally. It's not about other people. Competing with yourself fosters a mindset of continuous personal growth. It encourages you to set realistic goals, work persistently towards them, and each day become an opportunity to improve. To learn something new, to enhance a skill, to push past a personal barrier. When you look back, you see the path of growth and unique opportunity, and incredibly empowering. Life is full of challenges and setbacks. When you're in a competition with yourself, you build resilience. You learn to pick yourself up after you fall, to analyze what went wrong, to come back stronger. This internal competition drives you to develop a stronger character, a more resilient spirit. It's not about avoiding failures. It's about bouncing back and moving forward. Forward. So how can we start competing with ourselves? You already do it in a small way. Do you use a calendar? Do you use a planner? How about a sticky note somewhere on a refrigerator or the counter? You're writing things down on tasks you need to accomplish for the day. And either you do them or you don't. That's the same as explaining as winning or losing. Kind of, right? Had a goal, wanted to get it done, needed to get it done, but either you did it or you didn't. And if you're not wired right like me, it's just not an option. It's not important to do, then don't do it. But if it's important to do, get it done. Life's true competition is within ourselves. It's a journey of self-empowerment, personal growth, and inner satisfaction. When we shift our focus from outdoing others and outdoing our past selves, we unlock potential for growth in both limitless and fruitfulness. Embrace this mindset of self-competition and witness the incredible transformations it can bring in your life if you're willing to make the change. Well, thanks again all for tuning in. Hey, listen, you got to go back and watch that bonus episode of the Bluebird Cafe Experience at Sundance. You're not going to be disappointed. Please like that, share that, subscribe, do whatever you have, but you're not going to want to miss that piece of it. So until next week, my WTFers, make sure you go back out and have fun and make some dreams come true.